Once this man had a clean look at the finish line, there's nothing anybody could do about it, and he has looked exceptionally good. It's going to be an interesting one in Rome. Will it be 4-2? Will it be 3-all? Or will we have somebody else in the mix to score their first win?
Groves was closer today, but he's frustrated. On the podium, Caden Groves.
Just looking at the speed, once Caden Groves opened up his sprint and the others had moved into the wind, these, like Merlier and Milan, were moving so much quicker than everybody else.
Yeah.
That last 100 metres just showed how far in front in terms of sprinting talent in this race those two are, and that's why we've got these results. As soon as the road opens up and they're in the clear, they are just quicker, and that was shown from the aerial shot. I mean, Groves was quick, but nowhere near as quicker.
So a second win at the Giro for Tim Merlier in the colours of Soudal Quick-Step. His first win 3 years ago, in 2021. He was still riding for Alpecin de Koning. It is a feature of the way this team operates that when they sign sprinters, they tend to up the win rate substantially at Quick-Step.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happened to Tim Merlier's career. He's not a massively prolific winner, we were discussing that earlier, but he's had a very good 2024.
Yeah. Yes. He wins big, 2 wins here. Shell de Pries, amongst others.
Belgian National Championships a few years ago. He won those Belgian National Championships, and it was something of a surprise winner, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was when he was...
Set the apple cart of it.
Essentially, well, he was running for one of a continental team when he won that. So it's quite late to the game that we've seen the best of Tim Merlier. And this man, well, he hit the ground running as a professional, and he's never looked back.
Well, you and I have sat here now for 17 consecutive days and watched this happen. Running out of things to say about it, really. But today, Matt, a lot could have gone wrong for Tadej Pogacar.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't seem to be happening to him, does it? Isn't that kind of golden phase of his racing, where everything, all his decision-making in the bunch, where he places himself, safety first, looking after us, just seems to be seeing things in, because he's in such good physical form. He seems to be seeing things very lucidly, doesn't he?
I mean, there is an adage that you make your own luck, and I think when you are thinking clearly, when you're in good form, when the team is built around you, things do tend to go right. And as you say, he's had a very clear run at this race. Today could have been sketchy because of that very fast start, the wet conditions. The peloton split in two, going through that slippery cobbled town very early on the stage. But he's always at the front point of the race. His only difficult situation came on the stage to Europa when he crashed, wasn't it? And when he had a flat tire and he took it into that corner and unfortunately crashed. But that's been his only little bit of bad luck, and ever since then, he's been looking good.
Yeah, which
has been on his side, yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's astonishing to say. Thing to say about the Girod'italia. You can't say that about almost any other rider.
No.
Just that one little moment in stage 2. Other than that, serene progress to this point where he has 7-minute 42-second advantage, and there's every chance that will be double digits by the time the race finishes in Rome. We'll have to wait and see what the next 2 days bring. And once we've seen the podium and heard from a couple of the riders, we will actually have a look at stage 19 tomorrow. So do hold on for that. And Jonathan Milan basically has this competition sewn up, so he will be disappointed with the way it played out today. His team did the lion's share of the work on front, committing Andrea Baggioli and Juan Pedro Lopez, along with Soudal Quick-Step, it must be said. But yeah, they're such a dominant team. They don't take defeat, I don't think, too happily, and nor should they. So, as you say, potentially they'll be going back over the video to try and figure out what went wrong when Jonathan Milan got detached from his lead-out trainer, Ed Turns and Simone Consoli.
Yeah, despite the fact they've had enormous success in this race, and he's a runaway leader of the Maglia Ufficiali, something went wrong, and they've been very good so far. So they'll have a look at that, and they'll move on. But anywhere that you can take learnings, you'll look at it and you'll say, well, why did this happen? What did we do wrong? How can we improve that on other occasions? I think cycling's so complicated. There's so many impact factors that affect your plan. It's mostly other people's plan, the random actions of other riders, the weather conditions, the road conditions. There's so many things. It's very difficult to deliver the perfect sprint, and they've had a very good win rate in this race so far. They've been absolutely dialed, but on this particular occasion they got it wrong, and he almost made it right, incredibly, to come back from like 15th place in the last 200 metres. Just says how well this man's going. Yeah. Almost pulled victory from the jaws of defeat. Didn't quite do it by half a wheel, but if you can still take from this, he is still, you know, his form hasn't changed. I mean, to do what he did today is massively impressive. He had a far more complicated sprint than Tim Merlier.
These are the standings then. Caden Groves, well, the gap has grown, hasn't it? 127 points now separates first from second place.
Raggiunge il centro della scena con una volta applauditissimo.
And still a chance, still a slim chance, but a chance that this jersey will be worn by someone else in Rome. To see how tomorrow plays out, and then we'll know for sure whether or not it's alive or dead. Could be put to bed tomorrow, quite emphatically, this competition. Pogacar, odds on, will be taking this jersey away from Italy on Sunday nights too.
And it's 45 points on offer tomorrow. In maximum, second, third and a second category climb. So if a certain Giulio Palizari gets up the road and wins every climb, it's going to shut the gap. Still mathematically possible for Tadej Pogacar not to win this one. So yeah, wouldn't say it's delicately poised, but there is a clear opening.
Here we go, Pellizzani in second place at 148.
So he can't take it tomorrow even if he wins every climb, but the following day it's possible.
82 points he's got to make up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And hope that Tadej Pogacar doesn't win a stage. So, I think the hope's slim, but it's still mathematically possible.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll try as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Antonio Tiberi, didn't see much of him today. Saw a bit of his team. Andrea Pasqualon deputising for the absent Phil Bauhaus, trying to sprint outside the top 10 standings at the finish line. I didn't notice Antonio Tiberi in any difficulties at any point today.
Not at all. Hardly. I don't think we spoke about it today, did we? He's just safely in the bunch. He's got through another stage, keeping that white jersey lead intact. As we head to another important day tomorrow. It's a tough one. Next two stages are very tough.
Now, there was a brief scare for his biggest rival in the white jersey standings today, so we do look at the standings. We'll just have to double check that Team Arons didn't lose any time. I don't think he did in the end.
He got back in, didn't he? So just get into the back.
Yeah. It's actually really efficient the way Ineos Grenadiers went about that.
Yeah. Always takes a swig. Good to see.
The young Italian, pretty close now to standing on the podium in Rome in that white jersey.
He's got used to popping the cork.
Good application of the thumb. He's getting definitely pressure through there, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's clearly used a hose pipe at home before.
Right, let's just double check that Arensman, the time gap is still the same. As we look at the overall standings in the white jersey competition, 41 seconds. That's what he took into the stage. But you feel the momentum is with Tiberi and not with Arensman. Having said that, Arensman has had one good day followed by one less good day. And so there's a bit of unpredictability still in that competition for my money.
Yeah. I think it's less, as we look at the Intergiro today, Fiorelli.
Yep.
I think it's less I think Arensman looked good yesterday, it's just his focus is clearly, it's rather come from the team, right, So there you go. If he falls away, fine, but we need to focus on Geraint, getting Geraint safely onto the podium.
Yeah.
And that's what it appears like. So I think that might actually help Tiberi inadvertently, because the amount of time that Aaron's been spent on the front. So Tiberi has looked good, hasn't he? But a good ride again by Filippo Fiorelli. He's been one of the big aggressors of this race, so fully deserved moments on the podium.
Up the road almost on a daily basis in the first week and in the third week, Filippo Fiorelli targeting the Inter-Giro, and at the moment running away with it.
Yeah.
Also part of a very valiant five-man breakaway that was re-energised by the introduction of those massive pumping legs of Edoardo Affini.
Right.
So Filippo Fiorelli, another very visible day from him, another very aggressive day. And his reward is a moment or two on the podium here in Padova. Really historic place for the Giro stage to come to a close. And another day